Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Sky going up against the New York Liberty. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. This crowd in New York ready to take a bite out of their opponent on any given night.
Oh, you know, when we were just walking into this arena, we could sense the intensity in here. The fans, the players, everybody bringing a little extra to this one.
And so for the Sky, this has been a tough matchup. Right now, losing the season series against the Liberty.
Well, one thing you really enjoy as a new season takes shape, seeing those players who've made the leap.
Well, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And that's certainly the case in this league, where the talent and skill level continue to elevate.
And for us diehards, witnessing the young blood staking their claim to greatness is truly something special.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
High post shot. Ionescu. That's good.
Not ignoring the middle part of the court. The more of these that Ionescu hits, the more space she'll get to operate.
Now here is Queen. Outside Reese. Queen. 5 on the clock. Back to Reese. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
Now here is Ionescu. Queen covering. Ionescu misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems. Well, that fast break, it went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then just perfect execution.
Such a joy to watch.
Screen by Cardoso. Inside. And she banks in the layup.
Nice low post offense.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Ionescu misses.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she could work for a better shot than that.
This one for 3. Banham, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a player that shoots it as well as she does, I'd say that is an easy win. Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim.
Looking around the league, is it safe to say that the Liberty have the best big three?
Well, to me, it's no doubt. Yeah, former MVPs in Breanna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, and then you got an all-WNBA point guard in Sabrina Ionescu. And beyond the collection of talent, these three are a great fit.
And it's Queen with the foul. That is her first foul of the game. And here in the first, 3 minutes in, and stolen by Cardoso.
I like the idea of trying to get the ball inside, but she didn't really have the space to do it. That was nothing other than a forced pass.
Now here is Queen. Picked by Reese. Down low. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Stewart. Jonquel Jones from long range gets the three-pointer to fall.
You gotta love how aggressive Jones is offensively. When the shot's there, he doesn't think twice.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played, and it's Queen with the foul. That's foul number 2 for her.
Substitution on the court.
To the paint. Bebish with the bucket.
Those are teammates who clearly know each other's moves very well.
Chicago in the lead. Pass to Banham. Up top, Williams. And here's Queen. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Chicago again missing.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Now here's Vandersloot. He has 5. Pass to Banham. Now Queen. Lets the 3 fly. And once again off the mark by Chicago. There's Jonquel Jones with the 3. It's Cardoso with the rebound. Now here is Queen. She's guarded closely. Williams the screen. To the inside. Falls through. She's now made 2 out of 4.
What movement from Williams. She's dangerous in the pick and roll going to the hoop.
Here's Jones. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Right wing. Here's Queen. Off target from outside. To the middle. Tipped. Bebish with the bucket. And this game is tied up now.
They're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
Here's Banham, defended by Stewart. Picked by Reese. Pass to Banham. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Liberty.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
To the inside. Misaman inside. Reese on her. Misaman, no good.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
And few WNBA players have garnered more attention than Angel Reese.
Well, she's just so charismatic, and Reese says what she thinks. Fans love that. And on the floor, she's a double-double machine.
To the left side wing, and stolen by Ionescu. And they're running. Here's Gardner. And nice D from Angel Reese. Pass to Queen. From the arc. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. The Liberty trail. Now Gardner. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Misaman, right side. Shot clock at 6. And she hits the jumper. Well, she's been waiting a while for that.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Here's Ramsey. Screen by Cardoso. The 3 ball. Rebound New York. And it's Queen with the foul. That's her 3rd foul of the game.
Look, that's the risk you run by staying out there as she picks up her 3rd foul of the game.
Pass to Misaman. Burt. Ionescu outside. Stewart. Reese defending. And it's Stewart missing.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Now here is Stewart. Here's Gardner. And again, it's the Liberty missing. Pass to Banham. From outside the arc. It's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 from the field.
They're leaning on the 3-pointer in the 2nd quarter.
And it's letting them down as they've mostly been off target.
Here's Ionescu. And she makes good on the layup.
Yeah, you know, contact can't slow Ionescu down. She sticks with her inside shot and finishes strong.
Pass to Cardoso. And here's Banham. Now here is Queen. Launches a three. Misamon pulls it in.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
And so it's Chicago with it. Inside. Pass to Queen. Now Banham. Beyond the arc. Stewart grabs the miss. Here's Gardner. And it's Queen with the foul. That's her fourth foul of the night. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. Liberty out front. They're up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. Williams sets the screen. Down low. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, this is where she makes her money, in the paint. Williams can score many different ways down low.
And here's Gardner. Misamon, left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ionescu. Off target with the 3.
Well, maybe she thinks she can shoot her way out of this cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Someone tell her it's time to give up the 3.
To the paint. Cardoso. Faked in off the glass.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Is it just me, or does it feel like she's gotten every rebound in this game?
No, it's not just you. And look, a 20-plus rebounding game just isn't something we get to see very often.
We just sit back and enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
Ionescu outside. It's stolen by Queen. Here's Williams. It falls for her 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
The shot's finally dropping for them in bunches. The complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
Team foul. In for the sky. Number 9, Rebecca Allen.
Here's Gardner. Pass to Ionescu. The tray. The shot, no good.
It looks like defensively, staying tight on her, really on the perimeter, has become a priority for them.
Queen with the ball. He's against Misamon. Queen up top. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Cardoso. And it's blocked by Emma Misamon. Here's Gardner. Rejected by Elizabeth Williams.
Standing at 6'3" with some length, some hops, Williams is a premier shot blocker.
Down low. And a basket by Cardoso.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
New York, no good that time either.
Okay, look. I know she isn't having the best of games from the floor, but it hasn't seemed to hurt them.
Now here is Queen. Pass to Williams. Here's Allen. 6 on the shot clock. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
They've just gotten careless with their turnovers here in the second half. very close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
Ionescu has it. Queen covering. Back to Ionescu. Shot to end the home run. Gets the bucket and the foul.
Someplace this Chicago team needs to improve is their three-point shooting.
Well, the Sky were last in the WNBA in threes made per game at just about 5. They also took the least amount of triples, so I would say that's a point of emphasis with this team.
Now here is Queen. To the middle. Reese. Hold the shot a little left, but the bounce goes her way.
I know she's doing her best to carry them, but she can only do so much. Things would be different for them if she was getting a little more help.
Ionescu has it. Covered by Cardoso. Now here is Ionescu. Pass to Stewart. Inside. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, her shooting has been outstanding. Definitely, you know, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
Now here is Queen. Covered by Ionescu. And the basket by Cardoso. New York in the lead. Pass to Gardner. Fires from deep. And the three ball is good.
Well, whenever Gardner looks for her shot, I think it's a great move, especially from outside the arc.
Queen with the ball. Phantom. She's covered by Gardner. Now here is Queen. For 3. Lainey Hamilton with the rebound.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Back to Stewart. Ionescu. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Here's Banham. Pass to Reese. To the paint. Queen. Jonquel Jones with the block.
A strong shot blocker. Jones is able to stifle shooters by positioning herself skillfully. Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
And here's Banham. She's covered by Gardner. Ariel Atkins on the wing. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's Stewart. And nice D from Angel Reese. On offense, here the Sky. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Pass to Queen. And stolen by Ionescu. Here's Gardner. Finished off the break.
Well, when Gardner's at top speed, good luck, because you probably won't catch up to her.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. Gardner with the steal. Ionescu gets the bucket.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams.
I gotta take the level, my aesthetics. Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux, soon as I up the highest metric. Just made it sweet. You